Subscribe.
1 year.
Only a year?
Yeah, just a year.
Oh.
Yeah, don't even bother, guys. It's only 1 year, so I mean, I don't know why you would want to.
Alright, we've gotten extremely off topic here.
Now I'm depressed. Should we make it 2 years?
No,
I think
fuck
it should
no.
be 5 years.
I think it should
5
be.
years.
I say 12.
Yeah, that's
years.
good, because that would be
Yeah,
enough time for them to
3
learn.
years.
And then,
I mean, they're not going to get any results until at least year 10.
right.
So.
I mean, I'm on year 16 and I'm barely getting results.
Yeah. Yeah, we started this Kismet actually when we were 8. And we're just now getting good. So that's how fast Kismet works, guys. It's only a 20-year commitment. That's more than DirecTV.
Sometimes 18 if you're good.
Yeah. So I have had some students get a date within 18 years before. But it's rare. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's really rare. Okay. Onward.
Onward and outward. Anyway, so she said in the last message that she had sent, she said that she wasn't going to come and meet me. So I just didn't respond. And then she said I was going to have sex with you on Bumble there. So I was pretty perky. Messaged or texted her, said, "What the fuck makes you think I blocked you?" And then I said, "Well, I'm not driving to you either."
But it is a good thing that she cared enough to be like, "Why did you block me?"
That is true.
Like, that shows a lot of interest. So, you must have done something right up until that point.
Yeah, it could have been the routine.
Could have been the routine.
Could have been.
Probably was, honestly. I don't know.
You know what? I did something right, so maybe you should check out the Kismet. Anyway, then I also said, "It appears we are at an impasse." And then she said, "OMG, I'm an idiot. I had the wrong Jerry."
Wait. Back it up. What did she say before you said we're at an impasse?
I sent 3 messages in a row just to respond to her saying that I blocked her. And then I said, "Well, I'm not driving to you, so ... And then I said, "It appears we're at an impasse."
Boom. That's actually really good. When the girl insists on meeting in one location, like, let's say you live in New York City, and she lives in Manhattan, and you live in the Bronx, and she's like, "I'm not driving to the Bronx," and you say, "Well, I'm not driving to Manhattan." You got to deal with that. You got to basically, because most guys are going to be like, "Oh no, I'll be in Manhattan. You know, you just tell me when and where, and I'll be there. I'll make sure that I have I'll quit my job and hop a cab and be over there in 30 minutes." Like, you got to basically stand your ground, because
Yeah,
she could be testing you. Probably 9 times out of 10, she's going to be testing you to see how you react, especially if she's really hot. She's going to be constantly giving you these tests to make sure that you're not actually a pussy. So,
Also, just, like, fuck that nice guy shit. Like, it takes so much effort to try and do that stuff. And I know most of you listening know what I'm talking about, because I'm the classic nice guy. Like, I would literally go out of my way to do anything for people that I like, and I'm just tired of it. So I'm going to make sure that they're putting in effort, too. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
So then you say, "It appears we are at an impasse."
Yep.
I love it.
And then she said, "OMG, I'm an idiot. I had the wrong Jerry, and it appears we are." And then I said, "Wow, you're talking to another Jerry? What a little hoe," with with the sunglasses emoji. And then I said,
turning me on.
right. And then I said, "But the real question is, what did you do to him to make him block you in the first place?" And then she said, "Hey, I didn't choose the hoe life, and honestly, I don't even know. I guess I didn't respond enough. Oh, and not have sex with him. I just looked back and my message was wrong. I meant to say wasn't going to have sex with you. So maybe that was it too." And then I said,
Wow.
"Yeah,
Let down.
right."
That's
So-
not what she meant, though.
Obviously, she used the sex message as bait to
Yep.
get me to respond.
Oh, 100%.
But if she's saying it and she's admitting that she's a hoe in the last couple messages,
She's just trying to be a challenge now. She's
Right.
like, I don't want to come off like that big of a hoe. Like, I still want him to work for it a little.
you okay, Billy?
Did you die?
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, back to the podcast.
All right.
I'm just kidding, Billy. Cheer up, son.
Are you talking to a Tinder girl over there?
Would you like to know?
Yes.
Yes, that's why I asked.
Yes, we would like to.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
well, I'm glad we figured that out. Anyway.
I'm looking at Ryan when he's 40 years old.
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, that face app? Yeah, that's exact. That looks pretty accurate. Right there. Yeah.
All right. So
So I'm going to have a hairy back whenever I'm 40, apparently. I am German, so Cruz is a German name.
yeah, so she's trying to test me there, trying to make me work for it. And I'm over here like, whatever. So I said, well, you do respond slow, so I know how he feels. And then she said, okay, don't be a bitch. And I do not. You do, LOL. And then I said, I would respond quicker if you drive to me. And then she said, well, sorry, I leave for Florida tomorrow. And said, well, then I guess our love will be short-lived. She said, I guess so. LOL, damn, it was good while it lasted. I said, we're going to have to live tonight like it's our last night together. She said, how are we going to do that? LOL. I said, we can have a mini date. I'll take you to get some ice cream, then you can go to Florida. She said, oh, really? You going to come to me? I leave tomorrow at 5. Wait, you do know it's just vacation, right? I'm going to be coming back in a week. LOL. I said, I'll meet you in the middle and go halfway, and you never know, I might have blocked you by then or something.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice little challenge.
Yeah, I figured that was a good nag there.
For sure. And then, what happened next? What happened when you actually met up?
Then she said, that's fine with me, and damn, wow, okay then. And then she sent me a picture of a location, and asked me if that sounded good. I was like, yeah, good. I've got to go to the gym and get fucking jacked for a romantic date. Agree that we're going to meet up at this ice cream place. We sent a few more text messages back and forth. She's basically talking about how I'm going to like her shirt, and she's not wearing very much makeup, and I'm just sending some small talk back and forth. So, I go ahead and drive up to the location, and I went to I didn't go to the gym, but I did do some push-ups and sit-ups, and jumping jacks to get myself jacked up. Called Mr. Ryan again, told him what was going on. He was like, okay, cool. And, I didn't really need advice this time because it was just a stupid date. Get to the ice cream place, and she messages me and says that she's sitting outside. So I walk up, and for the most part, this girl looks exactly like her profile. She may have been like a 5.5 instead of a 6, but still pretty respectable, considering that I don't look 100% like my profile either. So I'm going to give it to her.
Give it to her?
Right. Sorry,
Continue.
we're taking an Instagram video break, apparently.
We gotta broadcast this shit.
So we go in. I reach out, or she reaches out for my hand, and then I give her a half hug because it was kind of awkward. Because you got to get that contact in there, that initial contact. I lead her into the ice cream shop, and she starts talking about her favorite flavors or whatever. And I pay for the ice cream. And she's like, wow, you didn't have to pay for my ice cream. And I'm just like, well, I mean, this is a date, right? She was like, well, yeah, but... And I was like, well, shut the fuck up, bitch.
What?
No, I didn't actually say that.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I was just testing it.
No, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Just making sure.
I'm messaging chatting with some babes
Oh,
online.
some babes.
Yes.
Alright. Well, long story short, because we do need to wrap up this podcast.
No, we just started. What are you talking about?
Well, we need to wrap it up in
We're only into 37 minutes.
We need to wrap it up in
We've got 7.5 hours to go.
That's true.
Keep it going,
We do have
son.
as long as we can get down to like 5 hours left for the rest of what we have, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
So we start small talking. She is controlling the conversation the whole time, and like, it's not like too big of a deal because I mean I like listening to people, which is a good thing. You want to make sure that you're listening, so that when they test you, you can pass those tests. But it's starting to get out of control. Like, she just keeps on talking. We end up being there for like, I don't know, 2.5 hours. And she's just controlled pretty much like 85% of the conversation. Talking about her ex-boyfriend and how he went to jail and she had to testify against him because like he stole a whole bunch of money from her. And it's just weird the whole time. And she just is venting pretty much to me the whole time.
That's
and,
awkward.
Yeah, it was pretty awkward. But I was like, hey, like, she seems like she, could be, the type who would
Rant
who would be down.
and vent on the
Why
first
didn't you
date.
just tell her, go ahead and tell me more?
What do you mean?
Well, at least she's talking to you. She's
I
not
mean,
sitting there like a
You don't.
robot eating her ice cream. She's talking to you, and you should just go on with the flow.
So if you went on a date with a girl
I
and you sat down and started,
I
she's
want-
like, "Tell me about your love life." And you're like, "My ex-girlfriend was such a bitch."
No, I wouldn't go
What a
that far.
bitch.
I wouldn't go with, because if you vent off,
I hate her.
if you shut up and let me talk, if you vent your relationships to your date, they're just going to think that you are going to vent. They're not going to tell you nothing. They're not going to tell you.
Well, they
crap.
think that, okay, if you're going to say all this about your ex-girlfriend, what
They're
are you going
gonna-
to say about me?
Right, exactly.
And they
But-
also don't give a fuck what your ex-girlfriend did.
I'm just saying, if
Or-
she's doing all the talking, that's great. That's really good.
But why would this is not a double standard podcast here, Bill? So why would I want her to
What are you
talk?
talking double standard?
Well,
If
you
she doesn't want you to talk about your problems to her on the first
But
date,
you ask her.
It sounds to
If
me
she
like
asks
she's a
you about
negative
your
person.
girlfriend, you talk good things. You don't talk bad things.
Exactly.
but she didn't ask. She controlled the conversation.
Well,
all the
let her
time.
control the
it's
conversation.
kind of like a
she
job
vented.
interview.
She vented about her boyfriend on the first date.
Yeah.
That's some extreme
So
baggage.
that shows that she's not over her boyfriend, first of all.
Right.
Second of all,
She's
she
your
likes to
rebound.
badmouth people behind their back. So if I were to go into a job interview and start bashing my old job and say, everybody there sucks, the pay was low, and I stayed there for 4 years, but that was just because that I was scared of leaving, and my boss threatened to cut my head off and put me in a suitcase if I quit. Then what is your boss going to think about you? He's going to think that, okay, this dude's got some serious issues.
Right. Exactly.
So,
Which she did have. She has some serious issues.
clearly.
As we learn a little bit later into the story.
So now you definitely wrote her off as girlfriend material.
Right, yeah. At this point, I was just like, you know what? Like, I'm definitely not going to, like, actively date this girl. But, like, I might, I'll take her on another date, see where it goes. Maybe I can, I mean, this sounds bad, but maybe I can get some. You know what I mean? Because she did seem
Get it,
like
son!
she was a little down when she was messaging me.
Just put your dick in her mouth.
So after about 2.5 hours, I was like, yeah, so seems like you should probably be packing to go to Florida, right? She was like, oh, yeah, we've been here for a while. Have you eaten dinner yet? And I was like, nope, haven't eaten yet. She's like, oh, man, well, yeah, you should definitely go eat some dinner. And I was like, okay. So we were walking back to our cars. I gave her a hug. And I didn't want to kiss her because, like, it was awkward. I think she kind of, like, went in for a kiss to me, but, like, it was awkward. So I was just like, eh.
Hey, if she starts, go for it. If she starts to try to kiss you, go for it.
I was already in the, like, half-hug initiation, so I was like, whatever.
Why would you give a half hug?
Because I didn't really like
That's
it.
not escalating.
Listen. Okay? Listen.
Not only do you give her a full hug, but you make fun of her if she gives you a half hug.
True. I should have done that, but I didn't.
She gives you a half hug and you're like, what is this shit? Are we in 5th grade? Give me a real hug.
Well, I was pretty turned off by this point.